Hey, rock stars, check out my face. Hey, look, I'm all healed up. My black eye is gone, and this is the remaining scar from the skin cancer I had taken off of my face about 3 weeks ago. And it's actually healed up remarkably well. I am just amazed by how good it looks for a scar on your face. And when I got these stitches in, man, and I saw the giant size of the wound and the excision, I was like, holy smokes. I'm gonna look like Frankenstein the rest of my life. But it has actually healed up spectacularly well. You can see it now because I'm sitting right in the light, so it's kind of highlighting it. But in normal situations, you really can't even see that, and it's kind of puckered up a little bit as it's still kind of going through its moment. But I think I'll get out of this without too much facial disfiguration, other than I do have this, it goes through my eyebrow, and that'll turn into scar tissue, obviously, and the hair won't grow back in that little line right there. So I guess I got something in common with Jason Momoa in the fact that we'll both have these cool little eyebrow scars. Hey, if he rocks it and makes it look good, then hopefully I can too. So I thank everybody for all of their well wishes after my last video. I did not make that video for any type of sympathy or anything. And truly, I have not thought about it at all. Other than the fact that there was a lot of aftercare, and the black eye took, 2.5 weeks for the black eye to completely disappear. But other than that, I have never really thought about this. So it's not like I've been wallowing in self-pity or anything. It's just, skin cancer. You chop it out, you move on. I'm not out of the woods yet because I do have one more spot that was discovered, and it's here on my chest. You can see right there, that little red guy right there. That it's red because that's a remaining scar from the biopsy when they chopped it out initially, only to discover that it was also cancerous. So I have to go get that chopped out too. And that is on the schedule in about 2 weeks. So, it's really no big deal. So don't feel like I'm saying any of this stuff or making these videos to try to get sympathy out of anybody, because like I said last time, skin cancer is so easy to fix if it's caught early enough. And this being basal cell carcinoma is the lowest on the list of deadliness. I mean, it's not like melanoma, which is, if you don't catch that, then you're in for it. But basal cell carcinoma, I guess, spreads very slowly. There's a little bit more time. It's not as urgent. Obviously, you need to get it taken out before it really spreads. But, you go in, you get it chopped up, and you move on. And so here I am, 45 years old, and I've had stuff like this taken, biopsies on various spots. These are the first two in my life that came back cancerous, but chop it out and away we go. But what this really means is that I have to go now to the dermatologist every 6 months instead of every year, because for whatever reason now, in my mid-40s, my body is starting to accelerate the growth of cancerous cells. So I got to go in every 6 months, and I don't want to jinx myself, so I won't say that hopefully this is the last time this will happen. It will probably happen again, and by the time I'm in my 50s, I'll look like a chunk of Swiss cheese with holes all over myself. But like I keep saying, it's really not that big of a deal, and that's it. Other than a little scar and a little hole in my skin, that if that's all I have to worry about in this life, then I have gotten out surprisingly lucky. So I'll take it. Now, I did want to give you guys this video to let you know that now that my eye is healed up, I can start making YouTube videos again. Although I still have 2 bodybuilding competitions to get through that are keeping me in the gym for about 2.5 to 3 hours every freaking day. And it's just taking a chunk of my time, and my energy is just abysmally low. So I don't have a lot of energy to do other things like make videos and be all like over the top boisterous, but I'll try. And other than that, the summer is usually a time where things slow down for me work-wise, because that's a time where I take my daughter out on vacations. We try to do a couple things every summer. And when we're not on vacations, we're typically in the pool or going to the water park, which I get her season tickets to. And we play a lot of the summer, which means I don't get a lot of work done. And to top things off, last year, I started up an entirely new business, which most people in the music world don't know about. And some of my close friends in the music world do know, but some of you will be hearing this for the first time. But about a year and a half ago, I started up a gourmet popcorn business, which is a total random change of pace, but it's been really, really fun. Obviously, it has nothing to do with music. It's just some wild hair I got, and I've really, really enjoyed that business and the process of it. And I take this popcorn out in this crazy loud tent and go to farmers markets. And I do 2 farmers markets every week, one on Saturday morning and one on Tuesday evening. And this year I've also applied for some bigger events, some county fairs and stuff. So I'll probably have my hands much more busy. I was actually blown away by how busy this kept me last summer. It was a lot of work. And I was like, man, by the end of the summer, I was like, I don't know if this is worth the effort. But, time went by and I'm excited about it again. And excuse me, this summer has started off way better than the last summer did. And, people recognize me now. There's a little bit of name recognition with my product, which is called Daddy's Popcorn. Just in case you're wondering, but the website is www.daddyspopcorn.shop. And maybe I'll put a link in the description so you can check it out. But that keeps me very busy in the summer too. And what that really means is that summers are notoriously a time where music output slows down for me in a big way. I'm going to try to not let that happen as much this year. So I'm going to prioritize the music. It'll be like daughter, popcorn, music, and then the one thing that's going to be cut if time gets a little bit hairy is this YouTube channel. And so I'm only telling you guys this because my content may not be that prolific as I go through the summer, but I'll still make videos and get them up occasionally. I'll try to shoot for 1 a week if I can. But just know if you don't see me for a while, I've got a bunch of other things going on in life and I'm doing just fine. I'm just busy. So I hope you guys are all very busy as well. I hope you're making lots of great music. I hope you're getting all sorts of placements and getting library deals and just getting your snowball rolling downhill. I know a lot of people that watch this channel are people that have been in this game for a long time, and they're already doing it. Everything's happening for them, which is awesome. But there are also a lot of people on this channel who are at the very beginning of their path. And what I just want to reiterate and impress on you is that it's a slow business. It really is. But you take these little victories and you watch your snowball start rolling downhill and building up size and momentum. And if you are in your first year or 2, then that snowball is very tiny and it's going to roll very slowly, but you just got to keep putting in the work. And eventually it'll get bigger and start going downhill a lot. Well, it'll start going downhill. That sounds wrong. It'll start going downhill in a good way, leading towards lots of money and placements. It will happen if you just stick with it. So just stick with it, guys. And I will be around. And again, thank you to everyone who checked in on me after my last video. I am just fine and dandy, better than ever, some might say. I'm looking stronger than ever too. The muscles are on point this year, but the scar looks good. And other than just being exhausted from going through this bodybuilding process, I'm doing great. And I hope you guys are all doing the same. And thanks again for all your concern and your kindness. And I will see you rock stars later. Bye.